Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. YouTube, what's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Zero with Pluto and Redline. Hope you guys are well. Today we have an amazing guest today. We have Acqina from 606. Acqina, how you doing? Pluto, how are you doing?
Hey man, yeah, all good over here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, bro, it's an honor. Pluto, you taking a shit still or you good?
Nah, we here, bro. I was letting Acqina have his moment. Acqina, appreciate you. For those that do not know who you are, give us a little bit of an introduction. I actually don't even know. Are you like king of 606 or?
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
Give
I
us a
feel like
little bit of intro.
I feel like people refer to me as that. I have been leading in 606 for a good amount of time now. I think it's 3-4 years. Feels like a long time. Hey, Quacks. But yeah, I've been in 606 a long time leading. Before that, I was in a few smaller kingdoms. I don't even know if people will recognize some of them. I think it was like 1426 at one point, 1660. But yeah, 606 has been my home in Rock for the longest time. And yeah, I've just been leading there. Things have been going well. I think the growth there has been amazing, and I'm super proud of where the kingdom's at.
Dude, that's awesome. First, before we keep going to it, and Acqina, thank you. Is my audio really bad? People are saying it's horrible.
No, I think you sound good.
La 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 la.
It's not good to us.
Chat, is it bad? Is it horrible? Chat says it's horrible. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry. How about now? How about now? Okay, they say I sound sexy. Okay. Be a touch louder. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. I just want to make sure I got to give them the experience. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That should be good, right? Half horrible. Okay. I think they're just trolling me now. Okay. But I put to you guys, I'm totally fine.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
And chat, Plato and Acqina are fine too. Like I'm in a basement? What the fuck? I don't know. Hey, so we're gonna have to roll with it, chat. It is what it is. It looks fine on mine. Everything seems fine. So I apologize if it's that bad, but then I'll fix it. I'll figure it out. But hopefully it's okay. But Acqina, thank you for that introduction, man. Really, really an honor to have you here. Did you talk a little bit about your journey already? Because I know you talked like briefly, but how long have you been playing the game for, man? Like I feel like, again, I know you've been playing for a while, but then all of a sudden I just saw Akina's name everywhere over the last like few months. It's like, oh shit, Acqina? This guy's going off. So like,
606 have been saying that too, man. Like, it's quite funny. So I did YouTube for a little bit, like three-ish years ago, and then I couldn't keep doing it. It was just too much. It's too time consuming. I'm sure both of you know how much time goes into YouTube. And yeah, I couldn't keep up, and then I just started making videos again, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I feel like I can offer something on YouTube, a different perspective from leading in 606, and I guess like nerding out in the game as well, which is quite fun. But yeah, journey-wise, I joined 606 when they were like, man, I think the main alliance was 4 billion power. No, was it 4? No, 7 billion, and the second alliance was 4 billion, so they were tiny. And it was like a super small seed. Our first season of Conquest was actually with Fleisch and Legend Ronnie in 415, I think they were. So that's a big throwback, the two of them together. But yeah, KVK after KVK, 606 stayed there. We grew the kingdom. And yeah, we've been in some like pretty big KVKs, 40 red line one time in that massive strife of eight Imperium KVK.
Yes! That was great. That's with the 2377.
Yeah.
Like, I feel horrible. Who's the other one?
You were 1671.
Okay, 671. Then you guys had like 875 on your end. Like, okay, that was and was it?
It was 8 Imperiums. So yeah, it was crazy.
Wasn't it 1V was in there too? And then Plotter, were you there? Was that Plotter's KVK?
This guy forgot about me, bro. This guy forgot about
it.
The good old 2268. We were the Fort Boys of 1V on the left side of the map when I don't even think I saw Acqina at KVK because we were just in the opposite side of the map. But
I was piloting GG a good amount of time. Just because, yeah, there was a crazy KVK. Hey, GG's in the chat.
Hi, GG. And thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Quacks. We appreciate the support very, very much. So, okay, so we fought each other way back when, and I remember that KVK was pretty intense. Wow. I mean, so you've been there since like through all the ups and the downs in 606, and I know you co-king with is it Ritz? Is the other co-king?
I'm not. Ritz is more Diplo side. I guess I take a more of a kind of kingdom overview side to it.
So Ritz, you're nothing, bro. I hope you're watching this whenever you're driving. You're nothing.
No,
You're
no,
just
no. I wouldn't
Diplo.
say that. Ritz is a great leader. But yeah, I'd probably say that's how we could distinguish our two roles. Even though I'm very heavily involved in Diplo and I do lead Diplo, with Ritz. But yeah, he's great as well.
Yeah, Ritz was supposed to be here, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. Ritz, whatever you're doing, man, we were hoping you were here. Hopefully we can connect again, collab in the future. GG, thank you for the 10 gifted. We appreciate it. But overview of 606 now, Acqina, like how is it today? Because I'm looking at it now. You guys are like 16 billion power now. You guys have definitely grown and kind of like had some, I think, multiple migrations, and then you guys just kind of just like streamline your entire kingdom. Like, how is it today, like compared to what it was before, and like what are you doing differently?
So 606 is probably in the best state it's ever been in, and I'm obviously really proud to say that. They in terms of like what's done differently, after that 960 KVK that we had, I don't know if you recall, but 606 were two alliances. We had ING and INW, and after that KVK, we noticed that it was pretty much like an alliance worth of players that contributed the most KP to our total KP in that KVK. So we decided, okay, let's go down to one alliance, try and lean out, and I think the rest of the rock community you've all seen have followed suit. And that was a big change for us, but it was one that made a big difference to our quality. We weren't necessarily the fights that we had felt a bit more representative of what we were able to offer on the field. And I think since that 960 KVK, we've had a few good KVKs. I'm happy to even say like we were able to lose twice, yet still come out stronger both times, which is like a huge testament to the community that's there. It's not often that kingdoms can actually do that. I know there was a whole fiasco with the Zig last KVK, but yeah, we somehow ended up with that. It was kind of crazy, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but
Yeah, that was a crazy KVK that you guys just played where it was like you guys were like locked, no? Like it's pretty much a Jover situation,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
all of a sudden just taking advantage of the situation, winning that KVK, and I think that really propelled you guys to where you are now. I think
yeah.
the first time I ever heard of 606 was when I heard 2K um merging with you guys, right? And that's where Ritz is from. I'm sure a lot of your members from 2K are still there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
give us a little bit of a recap of the current construction of 606. Like, where do most of these members come from? And
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite funny, but 606 has almost picked up leaderships from a lot of the old top A kingdoms. So you think
Hunting.
about 1429, you think about 2K and even 1235. So all really quality kingdoms in their time. So Ritz and Co, the leadership team in 2K decided to jump over after our KVK with them. That was also quite a big strife of 8 with 1228 when they were back as a 3 alliance kingdom, I think it was 3 or 2. 22. Who else in that KVK? Man, there's just so many, it's hard to remember.
Exactly.
1228, 2377, 1235, 606. It was that one. Yeah, true fake 2973 as well. Sorry for not getting all the kingdoms together. But yeah, we then had a KVK with, I think it was 875, 647, and then the KVK after that. So I think it was after the 960 KVK.
Oh my God.
235 leadership. So like Eileen, Maximus, and Co. They all joined 606. So that helped bolster our leadership team. And yeah, it just kept going. I'm gonna have to like remember everyone's name. It's difficult.
That's
but
impressive already as it is. How you remember every single person in terms of like all the KVKs they came from and the kingdoms, man. So actually, kudos to you, bro. This is like a test. Everyone's like listening right now, watching you. Like, is he gonna mention my name? Like, is he gonna remember who I am?
Fake's already calling me out in the chat about missing 2973. But yeah, 2973. We had a great group from them come over, including Gorilla, who I can see in the chat as well.
Well, to be
So-
fair, Fake was throwing you a ball like, hey, bro, I got you. Like, hey, Rip 2973. Like, he was getting to it, Fake. He was getting there. You just give him a second. You know what I'm saying? But dude, that's impressive. So you guys continue to work with like after every single KVK, you just continue to fill your ranks based on top leadership individuals from other kingdoms, and to get you guys right today, which is that freaking 16.7. So from the 4 billion you were talking about when you first came here to almost 17, that's pretty impressive. And
Yeah,
to
it's
continue to do
insane.
what you're doing after all the couple losses, because most kingdoms die after taking some significant losses. People leave,
Mhm.
people migrate out or retire. So you guys are continuing to make it strong. After I don't know, me playing 6 years in this game, so it's a tough job to do, especially being king.
Yeah, it's not easy, and I think the leadership that came into 606 has really helped that, because there were times when I know I would feel very, very burnt out, as many leaders do. But like when you can share the load, it just makes it so much better. And when you have a community that you want to stay with, that also is significant for us. Like 606 has never been a kingdom that has had many whales. We've generally, I guess, I don't want to say like we're taking a 1093 approach, because they're obviously on another level. But in terms of like organization and just knowledge of the game, the mechanics and everything, that's generally where we've excelled. So like losing a few players naturally hasn't impacted the kingdom too much.
Yeah.
Lotto, I'm gonna try to fix my audio real quick. Can you take over for a second? 1 second, chat.
Yes, sir. Yes,
1 second.
sir.
1 second.
All right, so
Test, 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 test.
Game. So it was like the rally video about Subotai, and like a lot of testing to do with that. But then the KVK with 960, that's hopefully coming up, 2377, that huge one, was super exciting. And I think loads of people want to tune in and learn about that, because if you have a leader from one of the kingdoms going into that, I think it's really exciting to know their perspective. And yeah, the Hope Lion video, man, it's when they sent me the videos, it was just insane. Like to think these guys have spent $1 million each minimum. It's definitely more on their accounts, and to look what $1 million looks like on an account is just surreal.
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, people love being vicariously rich on YouTube, is what I'm learning. I think some of my most popular videos are also account reviews of whales like Peacemaker and Al Haytham, and like it's pretty insane. Talking about, by the way, if you guys are interested in looking at Acqina's YouTube channel, be sure to click the link in, I believe it's also in the description. It's also pinned in the chat. You guys could go check out Acqina, go subscribe to him. Come back, of course, give him some love. It's gonna be really, really interesting. You brought up this huge mega KVK, which was, I think one of the main things with Redline is, for this pod, we wanted to bring in some guests that are involved in this absolutely massive KVK, where I don't even know if I could list all the kingdoms. It's 1093, 2377, 1960, 1365, 1606, 2975. I'm sure there's a lot of other kingdoms in there. Like, give us a little bit of a rundown of your thought process, especially because you're playing in 2 kingdoms. I don't know if other people know, you also have an account in 2377. So you're technically...
You have an account in 2377, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
God.
It doesn't, like, I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, it doesn't mean anything regarding Diplo. Like, of course, I respect.
That was going to be one of my low-key questions.
It's my low-key question too.
Very open with it, and I think I've been very honest with the kingdom, and I've been honest to Shark when I've spoken to him. Like, I'm very, very grateful to 2377. I love being in that kingdom with my other half that's there as well. So there's nothing, like, at the end of the day, I'm not in leadership in 2377. I just do what I'm told. I'm just like an average player there. But in 606, I have the responsibility of the kingdom, so I have to make sure that I make the best decision for them. Now, a lot of people have said, and like, I can quash these rumors of like, oh, 606 are definitely going to be with 2377 if they're in the same KVK, because Acqina has 2 accounts in one account in each kingdom. But nah, that's not the case. Like, I've told Shark, if it comes down to it and 2377 are against 960 and we have to go against them, I will give you my account. I'll put tech onto it. I won't log in. You can change the login, and then you just fight on that account. Like, give it to someone to play, and I'm leading 606.
Oh, I'll play
But
on it.
Shark knows.
I'm kidding.
That's not a dig in any way towards 2377. Like, it's pure respect that I give them the account to play. Like, because I want it to contribute. I want it to
100%
do its bit. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, I have to be responsible for 606.
No, that totally makes sense. Like that picks 100% makes sense. And you doing that in itself, like whatever the outcome is, that's huge respect to you, bro. Like just be like, hey, because I get it, right? You have people have multiple accounts in other kingdoms to find different KVKs. It just sucks that you have the same KVK with both accounts, and it is what it is. But I can see your perspective that obviously you're a leader in 606. You have to choose if it comes down to certain situations. So kudos to you on that. And I never thought like, hey, that's gonna be something that's gonna determine your Diplo. I'm sure that based on our conversation we had recently, like just kind of before this call, like you're gonna make the decision best for your kingdom, and nothing's gonna change that because you have an account one place or the other. So it all makes sense.
And if we're allied with 2377, then I'll just like whenever I can jump on and fight. Like it will be a little bit less stressful. But yeah, I see in the chat as well. Genie's here. Hey Genie. He's someone with an account in both kingdoms. And then Madakil's, they mentioned that too. So there's quite a few people in that situation.
I do have an account in 1365.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but I think it's like 2,000 power or something like that, like 4,000 power. So I don't know. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm gonna do the same thing. If we are against 1365, I'll give my 4,000 account to somebody to use it. I'm the same thing as Acqina. I'm gonna do the same thing.
How selfless of you, man. That's so selfless.
Thank you guys. Thank you. No, all my accounts are in 1254 still, like all the other T5 accounts I have, so I have nothing to worry about. That kingdom is like dead, so I'm totally fine.
They're gonna end up in their matchmaking. They're gonna be one of the A seeds somehow in this map.
Hey, thank you guys. Hey, thank you. But going to the potential matchups, right? So I know Plato and you guys talked about like all these multiple kingdoms in there. Does somebody have like I know somebody created a generic map. It's out there. It was me.